Good day, class. This is Miss Mavi K. Meneses Bercero from Isabela State University, Kawayan Campus, your swine instructor. So, our topic for today is all about swine housing and equipment. So, swine houses must be well planned, designed, and constructed properly for the health and well-being of pigs to ensure efficient and profitable operation. To attain these objectives, the racer should carefully plan the construction layout and building design first on paper before proceeding to actual construction. So pig pen should be built not only for the pig's comfort in mind but must be functional enough to allow easier cleaning, good drainage, and control of extremes in temperature, air movements, and sunlight. So the environmental needs of swine should always be considered as this will certainly affect the welfare and health of swine. So the ideal direction of any housing of farm animals, so specifically on swine, should be east-west direction. So why east-west direction? Because we allow the sunlight to penetrate inside the house. So by allowing the sunlight to penetrate in the house, it is a natural disinfection. And next is the air movement. So kailangan yung air movement sa loob ng housing is maganda. So kailangan mailabas yung toxic and yung excess heat sa loob. Then papalitan um, ng fresh air. But this is only true to conventional type of housing because sa tunnel ventilated type of housing is closed siya. And we are using exhaust fan. The next, so before working out, therefore on the construction plan design and layout, the hog raiser should consider the following. So first, the housing system or kinds of building. So housing system, so we have conventional type of housing, tunnel ventilated type of housing, and life cycle housing. So as we go on, madidiscuss natin yan. And the next, we have classification of hog producer, whether backyard scale, medium scale, or large scale producer. So when we say backyard scale producer, these are the farmers that are having 1 to 10 sow level. The next, we have the large scale producer having 100 or more sow level. So when we say sow level, ito yung inahin natin. So ibig sabihin hindi pa kasali yung liter size or yung liter and yung mga fatteners natin. The next kinds or types of pig race, whether grower, fattener, breeder, or both. So, dito na papasok yung different swine operations natin. Di ba we have the grow out operation, the breeder pig operation, farrow to finish operation, and the sow litter operation. So, before tayo magplan ng construction ng housing, we should uh, we should always consider kung ano yung napili nating type of operation. Like, kung breeder pig operation siya, so ang kailangan lang nating pens or stalls is for sow and uh, for boar. And then, syempre, magkakaroon din tayo ng selection ng litters nila. So, kailangan din natin ng housing for that. So, every operation, iba yung construction ng housing. The next lifespan of the project, whether lifetime venture or short time venture. The number 5, feeding systems such as dry, wet, restricted, and full feeding. The next, manure handling, storage, and disposal. So, on commercial farmers, they are constructing bio biomass ba yun? Or biogas? Yung para kung saan dun napupunta yung manure ng mga animals. Then it will create a methane gas. So yun. The next, yun last, yung housing system again. Okay? So we move on site location. So from an infrastructural point of view, the following aspects are the most important ones. So first, accessibility of all types of transport for easy access and delivery of farm supplies. So, 'di ba ang layo ng farm to households, it should be 1 kilometer. So it should be 1 kilometer away from the household to the I mean from the farm to the community or from the household. Pero kailangan i-consider pa rin natin na um, accessible pa rin siya. Like malapit pa rin sa highway or hindi siya sobrang looban kasi nga para mabilis ma-deliver yung mga feeds or yung mga medicines natin. And kung may mga emergency, so yun, kailangan accessible pa rin yung farm natin. Then number 2, availability of fresh water and electricity supply. So we all know that fresh water is sobrang kailangan siya sa kahit anumang raising operation on kahit anong farm animals yan. Kailangan natin ng water because water is a nutrient na kailangan sa diet ng animal, and water is also needed for cleaning the housing, the different equipments na kailangan natin. Then next is electricity. So electricity is also very important for during farrowing and during weaning of litter. Kasi nga tumataas yung mortality rate sa mga litter natin or sa mga piglet natin after birth. Kasi nga, syempre kailangan natin silang pailawan or kailangan nating mag-provide ng heat for them. So, kailangan natin ng electricity to provide heat for them. Okay, number 3, sufficient space for possible future expansion. So, we should also consider yung possible na pag-expand ng housing natin. So, pag bibili tayo ng lupa for our building, syempre dapat syempre hindi yung sakto lang. Dapat mag-allow tayo ng lupa for possible expansion. Then number 4, peace and order condition. Then 5, consider the topography for easy drainage and avoid to water logging. So the ideal topography is sloping. So yun, sa lahat din ng farm animals or swine race or ng racing systems, kailangan ang topography natin is always sloping para hindi magstay yung tubig dun sa housing. Kasi like pag yung feces natin is nahaluan ng tubig, it could create parasites or dun nabubuhay yung mga parasites. So ayaw natin na magkaroon ng any parasites, bacteria, fungus, or viruses dun sa housing natin because it can cause mortality dun sa mga baboy natin. Okay? So basic requirements. In the same manner, careful attention should be given to the basic housing requirement of pigs for growth and reproduction, which are generally considered as the environment, such as temperature, heating. Number 2, ventilation and air movements, space requirements, relative humidity, and lighting. And other consideration of vital importance at the stage of planning includes structural functional design of the building, cleanliness and sanitation, determine the size and type of housing to be built. So first, the environment and the temperature. So, every stage, um, we have optimum or optimal temperature. So normally, the optimal temperature of swine is from 15 degrees Celsius to 22 degrees Celsius. So however, adult breeding swine can stand a wide range of temperature. So in the case of piglets, the requirements vary wildly from the newborn pigs to the weaner. So exposure of piglets during the first few days after birth, especially during the cold months, make the pigs less active and more prone to accident. So this is because heat regulating ability of newborn piglets is poor, so that the piglets die easily from chilling. So as you can see on the table on the screen, we have different um, requirements for different stages. Like on the first week, the average temperature is 27 to 30 degrees Celsius. For the second week, 25 to 28 degrees Celsius. On the third week, 24 to 26 degrees Celsius. And fourth week, same as also on the third week. Then fifth and sixth, and up to winners, 22 to 24 degrees Celsius. And for growers or fatteners, the average temperature, it should be 18 to 22 degrees Celsius. And for the breeder, 15 to 22 degrees Celsius. So these temperature ranges were influenced by climate factors such as humidity, air movement, or velocity, and so on. So the optimal temperature of swine is from 15 degrees Celsius to 22 degrees Celsius. But sa mga piglets natin, so makikita nyo dun sa table na mm, on the first and second week, mataas yung kailangan nilang heat na na kailangan nating i-provide. Then pababa siya ng pababa hanggang on the 6th week. So during cold months, during cold months, mas prone sa diseases or accident yung mga piglets natin. So mas mataas yung mortality rate natin. So when we say mortality rate, yun yung kung ilan yung mamamatay dun sa mga piglets natin. So kailangan ma-provide natin yung yung heat requirement nila para maiwasan yung mortality rate, especially during cold months. Okay, next, we have ventilation and air movement. So, depending on the age of the pigs, number of pigs house, temperature inside and outside, ventilation has to be regulated. The aim of ventilation in summer is to limit the temperature rise inside the house, and summer ventilation rates are calculated to set a temperature limit of 1.5 degrees Celsius to 3.3 degrees Celsius above the outside average temperature as an acceptable minimum in the house. So, installation of electric fans ensured good ventilation and air movements during summer. So, especially on tunnel ventilated type of housing, inside the house, there are installed, what do you call that? There are installed exhaust fans. So, yung mga exhaust fans na yun, uh, they were removing the excess heat inside, the toxics. Then, pinapalitan nila yun ng fresh air. So, yun yung tulong ng exhaust fan dun sa mga tunnel ventilated type of housing natin. And then, mas na-maintain yung requirement o yung temperature requirement na kailangan sa loob ng housing. So, next, we have space requirement. Space requirement. The space required per pig varies according to system of housing, stage of growth or production, feeding system, and type of flooring. It should be noted, however, that overcrowding adversely affects their health while providing more than the required floor space would mean a more expensive operation due to underutilization of building and equipment. So as a guide, the recommended floor space requirement of pig is presented in the table. So for boar or for male breeder pig, the floor space requirement is 7 to 8 square meters. For dry and pregnant sow, for group housing, 2.5 to 2.75 square meter per sow. And sa sari-sariling stall naman, 1.5 to 1.75 square meter. And for nursing sow, when we say nursing sow, sila yung mga nagpapa uh, dede na ano na mga sow natin o na mga inahin natin. So, farrowing pen, farrowing rearing pen, and tethered sow. So, ang gagawin na lang natin, pag-add na lang natin yung space requirement ng pregnant sow at saka ng winners. So, sa baba, we have the winners, 1.2 to 2 by 2.4 square meters per 12 winlings. And growers, 0.5 to 0.56 square meter per pig yan ha. Then fatteners, 1.0 to 1.12 square meter per pig. Okay? So we all know na kapag hindi natin na-provide yung tamang space requirement ng baboy natin or ng kahit anong animal. So specifically sa baboy natin, it can affect their health. At saka yung growth performance nila is maapektuhan. So, pag overcrowding, dyan napapasok yung cannibalism, then, dyan na din papasok yung hindi sila gaanong makalaki kasi nga overcrowded sila. And, may possibility na mag-aagawan sila ng food. Meron yung tumataba dahil sila lang yung kumakain, then meron yung payat kasi nga hindi siya makaagaw ng pagkain. So we should provide the right space requirement for every stages of pig. We should follow the different space requirement. Okay, so other basic requirements. We have the walls. So in general, the walls surrounding the piggeries may be made of solid or concrete that prevents the pigs from moving out. So sa ngayon, sa mga commercial racers natin, mapapansin natin na yung mga walls nila is not gawa sa hollow blocks. Mostly mga bakal na sila. Then slatted na bakal. Yun yung gamit nila ngayon. But for backyard racers, we are using bamboo or any different na locally available sa atin. Like kahoy, mga ganyan. So, yun yung mga pinang-walling natin. And then next, the roof. So, the roof should be constructed in such a manner as to afford optimum protection against rain and variation in temperature. So, for permanent structure or housing, asbestos roofing is recommended, while for backyard or semi-permanent housing, local materials, preferably kugon, is suitable. So, for commercial racers, ang kailangan natin is yung mga like galvanized iron. Pero sobrang mainit kasi ang galvanized iron. So, ang ginagawa is naglalagay ng insulator. So, yung parang silver na may foam. Yun yung insulator na nilalagay para hindi direct yung heat dun sa housing natin. But for backyard racers, yun nga, pwedeng kugon or any na available locally. The next, we have the flooring. So, all factors considered, A concrete floor is the most practical for hog houses. It is economical, durable, and easy to clean. So concrete floor should not be too smooth as to cause the pig to slip, nor too rough as to cause injury to the bones of the feet. So, yung flooring natin, hindi siya sobrang madulas dapat na finish, hindi ganon. Then, hindi rin dapat sobrang rough. Kasi nga, syempre, masusugatan din yung mga animals natin. The next, we have feeding troughs and water. So, food and drinking troughs should be durable and easy to clean. So, a U-shape of circular bottom trough is preferable. So, for the trough length, each pig should be provided as follows. So, for weaners, 20 centimeters long. For growers, 25 centimeters long. For fatteners, 32 centimeters long. And for gilts, at 8 to 10 months old is 40 centimeters long. And for matured animals, 40 to 45 centimeters long. But, yan ay kailangan per pig ha. Like, kung meron tayong winners na 20, edi 20 times 20. So, yun yung kailangan nating i-provide. Then, if automatic watering cup is installed, provide 1 cup per 20 pigs for group housing, growing fattening pigs, and 1 cup for every sows in a group. Okay? The last, we have the spray or wallow. This is more economical and practical than the air conditioning and evaporative cooling used by developed countries. This can considerably reduce heat stress in pigs. From the hygiene point of view, the spray is to be preferred, but water consumption should be 4 times that of wallow. So, kung napansin nyo sa mga backyard racers or sa mga commercial farms natin, they have the wallow. So, when we say wallow, yan yung parang swimming pool nung mga baboy. So, dun mismo yun sa pen nila. Meron parang swimming pool dun. So, yun yung wallow. Yung mga baboy natin, pwede sila mag-wallow to reduce the heat sa katawan nila. So, para makuha yung average temperature na kailangan nila, pag sobrang init, like pag summer, mapapansin natin na yung mga animals o yung mga baboy natin is mas madalas silang mag-wallow. So, yun, during wallowing, matatanggal or mare-reduce yung heat stress nila. So, we all know na ayaw natin ng heat stress sa animals natin because heat stress can lead to mortality or syempre maapektuhan din yung growth performance nung animals natin or nung pigs natin. So, that's all. If you have questions, you can directly message me on Messenger. So, thank you and have a good day.